So we move on to sum number 9. So in sum number 9 of exercise 15.1, so that's AB and CD are two parallel chords of the circle of length 10 centimeters and 4 centimeters respectively. If the chords lie on the same side of the center and the distance between them is 3 centimeters, find the diameter of the circle. So we have got over here that there is a circle over here, and you have got two parallel chords which are over here like this. Now always remember the one which is farther away from the center will be the smaller one. So accordingly you will be having the bigger one will be 10. So this will be AB and this is the CD. If I drop a perpendicular over here, you can note that this will be 5, 5 each. And when I drop a perpendicular, it will be 2, 2 each. So this is 2, 2. And this distance from here to here, that is from MN over here is 3 centimeters. Okay, so what we have is AB is equals to 10 centimeters given. Therefore, AM is equals to BM is equals to 5 centimeters. And we also write CD is equals to 4 centimeters given. So automatically CN is equals to DN is equals to 2 centimeters. Both the region over here will be perpendicular from center to chord. Bisects the chord. Okay, so that is the two things over here. Now we are given that MN is equals to 3 centimeters. That is given. We need to find out the radii. So we need to find out the diameters. Okay, so find diameter. So of course you need to find out the diameter ke badle we find out the radius first and then the diameter. So this is R. So we know that AO is equals to CO is equals to radius. Okay, this is what we are having. It is the two radii. So radii. So what we need to do now is we have got over here R, over here in R. Okay, and this is 5. I don't know this. So if I take this to be X, then what happens? We have that AO square is equals to OM square plus AM square by PT, Pythagoras theorem. And here, so R square is equals to X square plus 5 square is equals to X square plus 25. Similarly, I got OC square is equals to CN square plus ON square by Pythagoras theorem. So we have over here that R square is Cn is 2 square plus x plus 3 the whole square, because this is x, so this complete thing will be x plus 3 the whole square. So we have R square is equals to 4 plus x square plus 6x plus 9. So it is x square plus 6x plus 13. That's R square. You can see this is also R square and this is also R square. So automatically we have from 1 and 2 over here. We get that from 1 and 2 we get x square plus 25 is equals to x square plus 6x plus 13. So x square and x square gets cancelled. So it's 6x is equals to 25 minus 13. So 6x is equals to 12. X is equals to 2. Okay, so here we know that the x is equal to 2, but we need to find out the radius. So how do we find out the radius? We can put it in any of the equation over here. So we know here that R square is equals to 2 square plus 25 is equals to 29. So R is equals to plus or minus root 29. So definitely diameter will be equal to 2 root 29 centimeters. Okay, diameter is 2 root 29 centimeters. That is sum number 9, 2 root 29 centimeters. Clear? That was sum number 9. Yeah, root 99 में आ सकता है, कोई problem. Root 29 में आ सकता है, so not a problem. So this is the correct answer. The next is sum number 11. Sum number 11. An equilateral triangle of 6 cm is inscribed in a circle. Find the radius of the circle. So it is this way, that there is a circle and an equilateral triangle is inscribed in it with the sides to be a 6 centimeters each. Now you know when it is inscribed, you know that this distance is the radius and this over here is a perpendicular distance. Okay, this over here will be 3 and this will be 3. Okay, now over here if you see this part, so if I draw a line like this, I know that this will be perpendicular, this will be R and this will be X, we can say. So we now know that this will be the triangle. So triangle will be, so triangle AMC is also right angle triangle. Okay, so we can see that in right triangle AMC. So in this triangle we know that AC square is equals to AM square plus MC square. So we know that 6 square is equals to AM square plus 3 square. So 36 minus 9 is equals to AM square. So AM is going to be 27. AM square is 27. Right? So AM from year to year it is 27. So AM is equals to root 27 centimeters. It should be plus or minus, but minus cannot be there, so it will be just plus 27 root. So now I know that if this complete thing is 27, so what will be this part over here? X part over here or this part over here will be 27 root 27 minus R. So you can see AM is equals to OA plus OM. So root 27 is equals to R plus OM. So OM is equals to root 27 minus R. So in this particular triangle now, so this is root 27 minus R. So in triangle OMC, we see that OC square is equals to OM square plus MC square. This is by again PT. Okay, so we have OC is R square is equals to OM is root 27 minus R the whole square plus 3 square. So it will be R square is equals to, now root of 27 ka square will be what? 27 minus 2 into root 27 into R plus R square is equals to 9. So this R square and R square gets cancelled. Bringing this over here, it will be 2 root 27R is equals to, sorry, this is plus 27 plus 9, so that is 36. Okay, so that will be R is equals to 36 upon 2 root 27. So this cancels to 18. So it is 18 upon, now root 27 is 9 into 3, so it is 3 root 3, so it is 3 root 3. So again you cancel it to 6, so it will be equal to 6 upon root 3. Now you need to rationalize it because it is a denominator which is a irrational number. So that will be giving you as 6 root 3 upon 3. So that will be equal to 2 root 3. So the value of the radius is 2 root 3 centimeters. Is it clear? So this was sum number 11. Yeah, sum number 11. That is answer as 2 root 3. Did you understand this? So what we did was, we first took this complete triangle, right angle triangle like this, out of which you know this 3, you know this 6. So you need to find out, you found out AM. AM you got it as root 27. So if AM was root 27, is it nothing but R plus R and this part? So again it will be OM will be equal to root 27 minus R. And then you are taking the smaller triangle over here, and in the smaller triangle you get the Pythagoras theorem again, and by that thing you are able to find out the value of R. So R, whatever you get, you will be getting it in roots, so you need to rationalize it in such a way that there is no root in the denominator. So that is question number 11 for you. Now we move on to question number 13. Okay, question number 13 for you now. A rectangle with its one side length 4 cm is inscribed in a circle of diameter 5 cm. So yeah, it's a simple sum again. You are drawing a rectangle like this, and you know that the diameter is given to you as 5 centimeters. The length is 4 centimeters, so this is 4 centimeters. The diameter is also the diagonal of the rectangle. So A, B, C and D. So you know that 5 centimeters, this is 90 degrees. Diagonal of rectangle is equals to diameter is equals to 5 centimeters. Okay, and we know that AB is equals to 4 centimeters. What we need to find out is the area, so we just need to find out AD and then the area. So AD square is equals to BD square minus AB square, that is by Pythagoras theorem. So that gives me as 5 square minus 4 square is 25 minus 16 is 9. So AD is equals to 3 centimeters. The area is equals to length into breadth is equals to 3 into 4. 4 into 3 is 12 centimeters square. So that is the area of the rectangle, that is 12 centimeters square, because it was given. Now here the only major thing was that the diameter is the diagonal. Now in case you try to do it this way, कि diameter तो 5 दिया है, अगर मैंने ऐसे को draw कर दिया कि ये 5 दिया है, and you try to find out this thing, अगर तुम लोग को मालूम ही नहीं है कि diagonal ये है, तो diagonal diameter होता है वो मालूम नहीं है, then it is going to be a problem. Now why diagonal is the diameter? Because 8th में पढ़ाई किया था that 90 degree कब होता है, जब ये semicircle होता है. So BD is angle in a semicircle, so angle DAB is 90 degrees, so that's why it is diagonal is also the diameter of the circle. That was sum number 13. We now move on to sum number 15. Sum number 15. The line joining midpoints of two chords of a circle pass through its center. The line joining midpoints of two chord points to the center, prove that the chords are parallel. So you have got a proof now. So you are going to draw a circle. They are two chords like this, and you are told that the line joining the midpoints of the two chords, that is M, N, this is A, B, C, D. What you need to say is the line joining midpoints of two chords of a circle pass through its center. Prove that the chords are parallel. So you need to prove that this is parallel to this. Okay, it's very easy. You need to prove. So to prove that AB is parallel to CD. So what is given over here? Given is M and N are midpoints of AB and CD. Okay, this is what is given to you. Now very simple. Perpendicular your line joining the center to the chord is perpendicular to it. So we say the first thing is, तो proof में क्या आएगा सबसे पहले, angle AMO is equal to 90 degrees because line joining center to midpoint. Similarly, angle CNO is equal to 90 degrees, line joining the center to midpoint. So again this is 90 degree. Now because this two, I'll take it as this two, or I can take this two, whatever, choice is mine. So suppose I take it this way. Now we know that angle AMN is equal to, plus angle CNM is equal to 90 plus 90 is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, AB is parallel to CD because co-interior angles are supplementary. Because the co-interior angles are supplementary, I will not take this only. So this and this totals to 180 degrees. Therefore, the two because that means that the co-interior angles are supplementary. If the co-interior angles are supplementary, then what kind of lines are they? They are parallel lines. So that's why AB is parallel to CD will be the answer that is required. There was sum number 15. We now move on to sum number 17. So sum number 17. In an equilateral triangle, prove that the centroid and the circumcenter of the triangle are coincide. So you have to prove that in an equilateral triangle, okay, we need to prove that in an equilateral triangle, the centroid. What is the centroid? Centroid is the line joining the median. So this is the centroid. So this is one part, this is second, and this is the third. This is the centroid. And the circumcenter. So O is also the circumcenter and O is also the centroid. So we need to prove that the circumcenter. So we need to prove that circumcenter is equal to centroid. Now, what we can do is very simple. We just need to prove that if this is A, B, C, this is M, N, L, okay. We just need to prove that if this is perpendicular over here, this is perpendicular over here, and this is perpendicular over here, then because if this is perpendicular, automatically this O is the center of the circle. And if it is also the bisector, if n is already known that is the midpoint because that is the one. So if that is the condition, then O is also the center and O is also the centroid. Now what is the now understand this way. Medians are perpendicular bisectors. You have to prove that the medians are perpendicular bisectors of the sides of the triangle. Okay, we have to prove that medians are the perpendicular bisectors of the side of the triangle. If you are able to find that thing, if you are able to prove that thing, then automatically that is also going to be the centroid. Also going to be the centroid. That's right. Okay, circumcenter. Sorry, circumcenter. Centroid is the intersection point of the medians. Centroid is the intersection points of the medians. Circumcenter is the intersection point of all the perpendicular bisectors of the sides. Okay. So here we know that M, N and L are midpoints of AB, BC and AC. Okay. Therefore, OM is perpendicular to AB, ON is perpendicular to BC and OL is perpendicular to AC because perpendicular, there is line joining center to midpoint of chord is perpendicular, right? So we see that ON is perpendicular to, see all these three are perpendicular to each other, right? Therefore, O is the circumcenter. Okay, O is the circumcenter, and we already know that AN, BL and CM are median intersecting at O. Therefore, O is centroid. Therefore, circumcenter is equals to centroid. Clear? Slightly confusing, but mainly what you need to do is you need to take the properties of both the things. One property, what is the property of the centroid? The property of the centroid is that centroid is the intersection of the medians. So we know that centroid is the intersection of medians. AN, BL and CM. BL, BL and CM जो है वो medians है. We are given that they are medians. So that is the intersection of the median. There is concurrent, and that is always going to be the centroid. So we know that is the centroid. At the same time, we can see that M, N and L are the midpoints. So if I draw lines from O to N and they are perpendicular, okay, they are automatically perpendicular because they are going to be line joining the center to the midpoint of the chord. So they are perpendicular, and because they are perpendicular over here, they are also the median. So that's why we are seeing that the O is the concurrent point between the centroid as well as the circumcenter. So this was sum number 17. We now move on to okay, I think for sum number 18, 19 and 20, I am going to do the sum number B of all of them. So sum number B, 18B, 19B and 20B. So that is what we are going to do. And then there is one more exercise over here. So okay, we'll do the 18 sum first and then we'll go to the next part. So sum number 18 ka second part. So we are doing sum number 18B. Okay, I'll do the 18, 19, 20 separately in the next video. I'll just stop the video here. and continue and complete the balance part of the chapter in the next video. So I think because the other exercise is only of 4 questions, so you can easily complete it in that part. So that's it. I'll end this particular video here.